Okay, Syria. Damn, yeah, man, that was quick. What the? Oh, of course. St. Kitts and Nevis. Greece. Greece. Get your ass out of here. What the hell? Rawr. I'm fucking playing right now. I feel like too Albania instead of myself.
Stargazing science junkies, and especially
Fucking dick.
100% Cuphead the Delicious last course, but it wasn't perfect. So I'm gonna restart Chalice's story and crush the residents of Iglo Isle 4 until I've attained an S rank for each of them. We'll meet again, Chef Saltbaker. For now, give me the Astral Cookie and the shop is my first destination. The first phase of the Glowstone Giants isn't an issue for me, so let me explain how one gets an S rank. You need to beat the level within a certain amount of time, have at least 3 HP remaining, perform at least 3 non-mandatory parries, use at least 6 cards of the super meter, and win on expert. Back to the battle. And here's the part where I struggle. That bag of buttons that they toss around like a rubber ball combined with the chaos of gnomes popping up like daisies make this section feel like it's impossible to do damageless. Once I'm below 3 HP, I gotta restart. The first round, they can throw whatever they want at me, because I know when to dash, jump, and parry what's coming. There's just something about the mayhem that doesn't fit my playstyle here. Just when I think I got it, a gnome sprouts out of nowhere. So what's the strat? Well, first I act like the baller I am during the first part, staying hitless, and gather up 5 power cards to trigger Chalice's super, the Shield Pal. This basically adds another heart to my kit. Top that off with Chalice already starting with 4 hit points, and now I can allow myself to be damaged twice rather than only once. Since the crack shot is my primary weapon of use, I like to camp underneath the puppets any chance I can get, because if the bullet makes it uncracked, I'm getting more DPS out of it. Of course, gnomes will appear when I least expect them, breaking my heart shield. And feelings of being overwhelmed will cause me to stand in place just to be smacked by the ball. But a little more maneuvering after that brought an end to the puppet show, bringing us into the next act of being swallowed. Now, I knew once I made it here, the challenge was over. The amount of obstacles being thrown at me here are much more bearable than the ones before. All I have to do is jump over to another skull platform when a drumstick is flying towards me, hop over the gnome's dart, parry the pink ones, along with the cowbell ringing tongues, and the crack shot takes care of the aiming for me.
You said you'd show me true Saiyan power, but all that you've done is pump up your little muscles.
However, I was shocked to learn that my time card still showed white text, implying to me that I had failed since the rest showed gold. Oh, I didn't fail? Can anyone tell me how that works? Up next is the enemy, or should I say enemies, the Moonshine Mob. This one I find to be pretty straightforward. I like to dash through the bombs, setting them off before they become a potential problem later. Something you always need to keep an eye out for are the ant cops puffing out pesticide smoke. If it's pink, prioritize the parry. Then when the spider hauls a caterpillar, like a DVD screen player, it's good practice to extinguish so it doesn't bother you later. Like the bombs. As long as you take care of those obstacles and the henchmen that occasionally fly in to say hi, you get some rather peaceful moments when laying on the
First, to clear one elephant anyway.
That's a whole beginning of the recital though, as the lifeboat drops in with their gramophone. This part's the easiest. I just stand there shooting, then use invincibility rolls when the sound rays change to a red color. There's also some pink barrels you can parry, but I don't classify those as guaranteed, which is why I mentioned to prioritize the earlier pink smokes. So yeah, a little more of that kills the maroon dressed lady.
I was thinking it.
I find the anteater to be the most stressful member of this group to face. After some practice, I concocted a pretty consistent plan, that being hovering around the center, mainly shooting diagonally, which gives you enough room to sidestep the scuffle balls. When the snout shows itself on the bottom floor, I like to input one jump to see what it's up to. If it retracts itself, I continue with my routine. But if it stays, I double jump up to the nearest platform. Slug it out with the snail next, and that's victory.
Ignorance is painful.
What? Now the time matters? Those that commented earlier about this, I hope what you wrote is correct. To shave off a few seconds, during the second phase, I would switch my finger gun to the pea shooter in order to use the Mega Blast X attack. 1 minute and 46 seconds? That's more like it.
Wow, Chalice, you're in great movement, man. You said it, brother. What?
Today's video is sponsored by U2's. U2's makes designer collectibles that capture the joy of the internet, creators, TV shows, video games, and more. They even collaborated with Cuphead. The unique designs really magnify each of their personalities, like Cuphead showing how goofy he is, and Mugman second-guessing his decisions, or sipping his soul milk. I also like the SpongeBob ones that bring to life the memes we love. With hundreds of unique collectibles, you're bound to find something for you. They make for a great gift, but U2's releases...
You freaking playing Ethiopia?
U2 sells out, it's gone forever. So head over to U2's and grab the Cuphead collection today. Thanks, U2's. Now it's on to my least favorite boss. Well, at least when it comes to the main ones. I hate Esther! Like, what is wrong with me? I'm 30 years old and I can't pay attention to all this crap. There's the snake coil, a flying horse, a dynamite-wielding vulture, and a cactus that gets lassoed. Honestly, it's this first phase that causes me to open up the menu to click retry the most. It's still not a free win by any means when I get to the second part, as you can see here with me restarting. But gosh, it's a breath of fresh air when I don't have to worry about all of this. Don't forget to carry on that S rank. Switching to the mini bombs when Ezra descends to the first floor of her saloon gives me more time to react to the rising debris. You may be thinking, how can you whine about all the first phase stuff when her second phase makes money rain all across the screen? To me, this is more of a controlled chaos, and you can see what's coming. The dropping saves are a little harder, but manageable if you shrink into the mini plane at the right times. I think the difficulty ramps back up a bit when she becomes a sausage-laying cow. Her obstacles here differ from the ones before because you can kind of tell what's coming. What makes this tough is you have to aim fire at Esther in order to progress. Positioning yourself to do so can put you in harm's way in the form of a stake if it's not pink or have nowhere else to go. Your agility is great in the mini plane, airplane, but you can't settle for long if you want to fire down the cowgirl. The going gets better when she gets canned, spewing out 2 links of sausages, crossing each other up and down. In the past, I have struggled here. Now I just keep things simple, flying only in the top half of the screen. That way, I only have to deal with 1 sausage rope at a time. A bit more dodging later, and Esther, my next McDonald's order.
They just keep lining up to die.
2 minutes and 6 seconds. Not gold, but good enough for that S. Time to take the dogs to the pound. Quickly, too. I find the internet's opinion on this one so interesting, because the general opinion seems to agree that the canines are some of the most difficult of the DLC. But for me, they are by far the easiest. What you're watching now is my first attempt versus the Howling Aces, and I haven't even touched the DLC in over 2 months. But that's how much of a breeze these guys are for me. I only needed 1 try. It's so simple. Tennis balls coming down, move left or right. Bone tattoos, jump over the bottom one, but parry it pink. Fire hydrants, shoot them down. Yarn, duck. I